Yeah, hi there, and I am the owner, the founder, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the Toefl IBT. And I'm looking at your message right now. You made a comment over at my website, and you say, "Hi there, I am from India. I have to get more than 100 scores for admission in a good dental college. So what do you suggest me to start?" Number one, stop using comma splices. You're trying to join all these sentences together with a comma. So let's make some changes here. This is your first step, is to try to control your writing a little bit better than what you're doing. So what if we did this? I'll put a connector here. So, hi, I am from India, and I have to get more than 100 scores for admission in a good dental college. Then put a period here so you don't have that comma splice. Then you can say a word like, therefore, what do you suggest me to... Either what do you suggest me to do, or how do you suggest me to start? I mean, which of your plans? And I would say here, instead of past perfect there, I took the IELTS 2 years ago. Probably don't need to use that second subject. And scored 6.5 in a week's preparation. Thanks in advance. So it's hard to say. It's, what have you been doing now? I mean, between then and now. And because if we look at the score 6.5, right? So I'm going to put you at about 79 right now on the Toefl IBT exam. So I'm guessing that you haven't been using a lot of English over the last year or so, because your writing, at least, is not reflecting really any improvements in that area. Because if you have a lot of language use and sentence structure use issues, that's also going to translate probably with problems with your speaking as well. Right? So it's hard to say. So if you want to go from 80 to 100, and probably if you want to get in a good dental college, you may even have to get like 26 on speaking, 24 on writing. So you have a lot of preparation to do. My recommendation for you is to use my 90-day Toefl study guide. That gives you 3 months of practice. That should be enough to help you get going where you want to go. Now remember, if you want to go directly to my course after you enroll, this is my online course right here. It's password protected, but once you get access, you can get into here, and you have the vocabulary, you have pronunciation, as you can see here, you have grammar, listening, reading, writing, and then speaking. So you can use my course pretty much however you want. So you can use my 90-day Toefl study guide. I have that posted over at my website at onlinetoeflcourse.com underneath study guides, or you can go directly to my course and work on whichever lessons you want. You have complete access to everything I showed you once you make your payment. All right, so there's some things you want to do now. So in addition to using my online course, here I want to make one thing here. I'm going to give you some ideas here. Okay, I think we got it here. I just want to get some things ready before I talk to you. Okay, so going from 80 to 100 is not easy, right? So beginning today, remember, today starts your practice. So I want you to start reading newspapers, magazines, and longer books for about 45 minutes every day. You can also practice listening by watching English TV for about the same amount of time. Focus on news, documentary history, and especially science programs. Or if you don't have English TV, you can use Randall's Cyber Listening Lab. Focus maybe on the medium and the advanced practice exercises there. You can also use National Public Radio or TED Talks. So as you're doing the reading and the listening practice, work on your note-taking beginning today. You want to focus on the main and the most important supporting points of the reading and the listening passages, and then using your notes, I want you to write 3 250-word summaries on a week-to-week basis. You're trying to get more comfortable writing about other people's ideas, and when you do it, make sure you frame the information from the author's point of view or the speaker's point of view and not yours. So you'll say, according to the reading passage, the writer states, or the writer also says, and the final argument the author makes is. So make sure you're framing information from that point of view, from the reading and the listening passages. In addition to writing about the information, you should also use your notes here to speak about it. So I want you to give 3 60-second oral summaries each week, a minimum. Now you'll also be completing practice tests on my website, right, to get feedback. You'll be doing writing and speaking, and I'll be commenting on that. But I'm saying in addition to all of that, you should do these things too. Make sure you're recording your voice. You need to get used to using a recorder, and I want you to listen to what you say and how you say it. And I think that's also going to be very, very important with your speaking, right? So you get used to some of your delivery, language use, and topic development problems. So in addition to these 5 suggestions, if you probably know, they don't really have that much to do with my online course, but they have everything to do with helping you improve your English, and it's a good supplement. So you should also start going through my lessons. So I'll just say, if you want to use the 90-day TOEFL study guide, you can do that. Or you can go directly to my course to study the lessons. And then the 7th suggestion is maybe, I recommend maybe in about a month and a half to 2 months, take a full-length IBT practice test to mark your progress. And also, believe it or not, if you take the test, you get more familiar with the structure and the format of the TOEFL exam, which is also good. And also, you develop the strength and stamina needed. I mean, when's the last time you took a 5-hour English test? You think that's easy? Well, if you do a practice test, it helps you develop the stamina and the strength that you need, I think, for the TOEFL IBT exam. So that's another thing you can do. So that's another recommendation. And I think by taking the practice test, that marks your progress. You've been going through my 90-day TOEFL study guide lessons, and you're following my suggestions 1 through 5. You should be able to make some progress, I think. I think good things are going to happen. So remember, do not let a day go by that you do not do something specifically to help improve your English abilities. All right, I think this is very important. And thank you for your comments, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.